Alright, so my job here is to scour the movies you may have never even heard of and break them down for you. And I got a little special one with this one right here. I'm saying right up front that this is definitely a rental if you gotta watch it over and over and over again to pick up a bunch of little things. But to me, even though it's a limited release, try to find this bad boy in the theaters because I think it's a combo price. If you like movies like The Ritual, Coherence, or just like going crazy after seeing a time travel cult movie, then this bad boy's for you. Let me explain. So I had previously seen the co-director's last movie, Spring, which I ain't even going to spoil. That's another recommendation. Definitely go watch that. But these guys not only directed and wrote the movie together, but these homies are like, yo, Justin, you want to play Justin? Yeah, Aaron. You want to play Aaron? And boom, indie magic as they star in their own movie. They actually played brothers in the film who were raised out in this camp in the middle of Southern California after the mama died in a car accident. They eventually leave when they're older since Justin believes that this whole place is a cult and he just wants to be free. And after years of being out in the real world, they get a mysterious video from one of the camp members and they decide to Jack Shepherd it and go back. And I mean, your life's gotta be really jacked up if you're willing to go back to what you consider to be a death cult. Now, when they get there, everyone's chilling, right? Everyone looks young, they're pretty attractive, they actually brew and distribute their own beer, everyone's eating healthy, place don't even look bad at all. But here's the thing, this movie's all about time loops and fragmenting memories. Like, there's no way to narratively tell you how it's all happening, but there are some crazy things that happen from my perspective. So let me break that down. Pretty much the area around this place is like the Bermuda Triangle, but in the desert. It's all marked around by these volcanic looking totem poles, and different people throughout time are stuck in different time loops that can go from like 10 days in a specific area to 10 hours to freaking 10 seconds. And not only do things get trippy, but this cult kind of worships whatever it is that's causing all of this. I mean, the fact that the movie starts with this quote right here should let you know that it's definitely focusing on the message of this place. I do think if you listen to the directors, they have details for everything that's going on and everything's mapped out so it all, goes together. But it's built up to be different interpretations. Heck, to me, there's even a scene where you see the deity in the water, and to me, it looked like a Rorschach test, so, connect that with what you will. For me, the metaphor was all about cycles. To me, this deity has taken different forms for different people, just like gods take different forms for different people. But this thing has been around for a while, getting snapshots of people and sending it to them to see if they get the message and break out of the cycle that they need to overcome. For the brothers, it's all about forgiving each other and not being stuck to their old ways of unhappiness in order to literally break out of this place, but also to fix a relationship. There's a wife who's missing her husband, which to me signifies another lost relationship, a hillbilly with a crappy loop since he's clearly never learning his lesson, and two dudes who actually appeared in the first movie that these directors directed, and they're playing the same characters stuck in the same place. I went back and actually watched it since it's, again, the same characters. Two dudes who are in a secluded house trying to get the other to quit cold turkey. And to me, that movie was like a horror movie about horror movies that kind of got very meta with that message, that it's them being watched over and over again and seeing what route of horror they're going to take. Literally, there's lens flares and stuff that appear within the movie. But to see them again here is kind of cool because it shows that they also have a reason to be stuck in a loop that they can't escape, just like the friend's addiction doesn't stop. An addiction that doesn't just hurt him, but drags those around him down. A destructive cycle that happens over and over again. But what's interesting about it is how some people actually like the cycle, like the cult who's living in peace with their beer out in the middle of nowhere. As weird as they are, especially because during a time loop and they don't age, they're also they're to guide people, right? Like, if they are supposed to be a cult or a church of some kind, they're there to guide the people who don't exactly know what they're doing, right? Like the brothers and helping them find their peace. But it does bring up an interesting question by the end of the movie of whether you would decide to stay in a peaceful, simplistic, never-changing loop or risk endless possibilities in the real world, but also failure. You can't really stop time, so for a lot of people, this stuff just passes by and you lose it. You waste it. But if you could live time in a loop, if you were able to be immortal, would you do it, or would you risk the unknown that is life? I mean, obviously I gotta go with life, because if I was stuck in a loop, I would have never found this new movie. Thank you guys for checking out this video. I'm curious to know your thoughts, your theories on the movie. I definitely want to see them expand on this, especially since, you know, they connected it with their first movie, which again, Resolutions, highly recommend. Seeing both of these two together back to back definitely amps up the story, and I'm very curious to see all the other details that they have at the back end. I know they say they want to make a TV series for this bad boy. Definitely would love to see this as a TV series. I think it would work way better as a TV series. Like, I have some issues with it. The CGI looks crazy, like it's not that good, but that also adds to like the weirdness of it. Can you imagine if you walked outside and you saw bad CGI up in the sky? It would like defy your mind because it looks fake, yet it's obviously real in front of you at the same time. Curious to see how it would work as a TV show. Curious to know your theories down below in the comments section and anything else. So don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll help you break out of your loop.